Hey there, my name is Jonathan with Emerald Coast Title Services here in Destin, Florida, and welcome back to our video series on our closing cost calculator tool. Today what I'm going to show you is how to generate a buyer's estimate, and what we're going to do is visit our website at ects.com to get started. First of all, go ahead and click on this Use Our App option, and if you haven't already created an account, go ahead and do so. It's totally free, and what you'll get after you've created your account and logged in is a screen that looks something like this. What we're going to do to get started is click the Buyer Estimate, and then I'll walk you through all of these steps. So the first thing we're going to do is enter the property location. In this case, I'm just going to enter the city, which you can do, or the full address is acceptable as well. But go ahead and click on the name of the city or the full address in this dropdown as opposed to just typing it in, because otherwise it's not going to calculate the taxes appropriately for you. So click Destin, Florida. In this case, you can see there's a couple of other options that pop up down there. Transaction type is normally, of course, going to be purchased with financing, so that's what we're going to leave it at in this case. The loan type, you can see it's conventional, VA, FHA, so we'll leave it conventional in this case. The sales price of our property today is going to be $250,000, and you can see as it types, it fills in the appropriate down payment and the percentage based on the loan type that you chose. The interest rate, let's change it to something like 4.85%, and our loan term is 30 years, which is totally fine. Who pays for title insurance? Default for this state county is going to be the standard option, which we'll just leave in this case, but you can see there are a couple of other options there. Prior policy liability amount is only going to apply in very specific circumstances, so go ahead and leave that blank if you don't know what that is. The closing date we're going to move to sometime in the future and try to get this as accurate as possible because that will affect proration in a number of different areas. We'll choose March 18th in this case. Our home insurance, let's say, is $1,000 per year, and then our property taxes are going to be $1,250 a year. Under the real estate broker fees, if the brokerage has a flat fee, let's say it's $7.95, you can enter that. The HOA dues is another area that affects the proration, so if the HOA dues are paid yearly, you select yearly, of course, or any of these other options, and let's say the yearly amount is $2,500. Did the seller pay the current year's dues already? We're going to click yes, and then the resale certificate can be a max of $250, which is a seller charge, and then the transfer fee, if you don't know it, don't enter it. That's actually something from the HOA, which is a buyer charge. Under impounds, if you don't know what this is, it's better to leave it blank than start modifying these numbers, so let's go ahead and just not adjust anything under there. In the lender's fees option, if you know what the lender's fees are going to look like, you can change it from a percentage or a flat dollar value. So let's say this lender charges $9.85 as an origination fee. You can see all the other options in here. Of course, feel free to modify them as you see fit, and then if you want, you can actually save this as a template. I would definitely recommend saving it as the lender's name or the bank that they're a part of, and then that way you can easily access it later. I'm going to go ahead and click on the X because I'm not going to save this as a template, but if you have saved one, you can click on the load and it will allow you to bring up the template that you just saved. From here, under the other buyers, expenses, and credits, you can see you can either apply an expense or a credit by clicking this drop down. So let's say you have a survey that's going to cost $400, and then you have a home inspection that's going to cost $500. From here, we're ready to go ahead and click on Calculate. Now that the buyer's estimate is generated, you can see the monthly payments are broken down in this really nice circle graph that tells you exactly what goes where, what's due at closing, and then there's a little bit more specifics down here if you scroll down the page. Back at the very top of the page, if you need to edit this buyer's estimate, just click on this little edit button. You can either email this to yourself or to your buyer. You can save it to your account or you can print it. So I'll show you what it looks like in the printable PDF form. If you click on this open button, that's what it looks like. And then moving back, I'm going to save this to my account. Let's call this 120 Beach Drive. And click on Save. Click Done. And then what you can do is if you click on this Buyer's Estimate tab, there's also this button here that says Saved. And then the buyer's estimate that we just saved is right there. You can click on that again, and you don't have to enter all those numbers and info again. So as you can see, it's really easy to generate a comprehensive buyer's estimate that looks great. It's really easy to read and is easy to share with your customers. So hopefully this video has been helpful for you. If you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to contact us at ects.com, and we'll look forward to speaking with you. Thank you so much for watching.